Women of Reddit. What NSFW questions do you have for men that you are too embarrassed to ask in person? Are you looking at my butthole when you do it from behind? Does eye contact actually make a difference when we're giving head? Yes. Until I remember I look like a thumb from that angle. I look like a thumb from any angle edit. Thanks for all the too many upvotes and awards, I am humbled and every bit surprised. How was the set at Spy Kids? If you have a really great date that ends in a sweet kiss, and nothing more, how likely are you to go home and masturbate? Asking because I absolutely did. Extremely likely. To add to this, mostly because we're ducking horny for you. And secondly to clear our heads before texting you. Clear our heads, yes, both of them. Can you feel our boobs when we hug? Like obviously you do, but is it noticeable? Edit, dog, I meant if you're friends and not family. Edit 2, to everyone with boobs, here's the consensus. Majority of guys don't notice and aren't weird. Ab eat a large minority notice it and aren't weird. Ab eat a small minority notice it and are kinda weird. Ab it. Does it feel good when a girl grinds? BC, it feels hella good for me, but I don't think it does much for guys, so I don't do it much, but I don't want to quit. It's not particularly as stimulating as thrusting, but if I actually put my energy into feeling what's going on, it feels awesome, all while not bringing me as close to orgasm as thrusts would. Plus the knowledge that she's enjoying it helps to continue turning me on. As someone who finishes particularly faster than most, grinding is amazing to me, because as you said it isn't as stimulating but still keeps me up and helps me last longer. And it hot in the fact that it looks hot and she's enjoying it, which automatically makes it sexy and worth doing. How do you all pee when you have a boner? We become Cirque du Soleil gymnasts for a brief minute. Does reverse cowgirl hurt? Am I bending your dick the wrong way and guys are being nice by telling me they like it? Depends on how you move. If you're literally bending the dick, you're doing it wrong, but if you're just moving it without bending, it's fine. My fiancé broke my dick during the first week of our relationship while RCG. Hurt like a bitch, took months to feel normal again. I can only imagine the PTSD imagining it happening again every time your fiancé was in control. This would have messed me up for far longer than months, TBH. Does it actually feel good when you're in doggy and she reaches behind to fondle your balls? Do you guys genuinely like ducking someone in the mouth? Or is that over-exaggerated by porn? Only when she's into it also. If she's just going through the motions, it doesn't feel as good and I feel bad that she doesn't really want to do it. This with everything though. If she doesn't enjoy it or want to be doing it, neither do I. Do you have an urge to moan during sexual activity and hold it back due to some societal BS, or some other reason, or do you just not get that urge as much as women? Stereotyping versus legitimate differences. Edit, the vibe I'm getting from this is there's no one answer to this and every man is different. Well, no duh. That's a great discovery. But now I'm wondering how many women do it out of urge versus for the benefit of their partner. Sensing a theme here. I be in my girl's ear like, GH. Like a klaxon? Awooga. With all of these sex questions being flung about, does intense focus on career or hobbies negatively affect your sex drive? Yes, if I'm focused on something else or stressed for work, sex becomes an afterthought, and that can drag for months. When a boner happens, does your dick slowly come up or does it shoot up straight away? I must know. A small amount with each heartbeat. If you're holding on to it, you can actually feel it get slightly bigger with each pulse. Feeling my BF's D get harder like this is a major turn on for me. Same here, I love feeling your BF getting harder too. I don't think I've ever seen this meme gender swapped before, I'm here for it. I've been laying in bed reading these for over an hour. I feel so educated. Thanks guys. Why do y'all slap the pussy lips with the dick? I don't slap, but I do try to get my tip wet on the lips, then use the tip to rub the clit a little before going in to build up the anticipation. This guy knows what's up. Does it float though? Like a turtle coming up for air. Do you like it when a girl does a little gasp when you first slide in? Edit, probably should have said a genuine gasp of pleasure, not pain lol. If it's genuine, absolutely. There are so many things that I like that can be ruined if someone does it knowing I like it opposed to happening naturally. How often do you masturbate as you get older? I'm married and it's about once every 3 days or so on average. Mostly when I'm bored at home by myself when my wife is at work. I'm very self-conscious of my butthole. I'm skinny, so when I'm bent over, it's all butthole. What are your thoughts? Edit. Wow, thank you all for your thoughts. Guess I just knew losers back in the day. No one has made me feel bad in recent years, thankfully. Edit again. My butthole is clean and normal. Lol, maybe I'll share photos someday. For now I'm going to keep writing my sexy stories, desires, and questions. Men actual thoughts during doggy. Yes, sex. Neuron activation. Can you actually feel us clenching around the dick? Yes. And it feels amazing. Do you guys really enjoy going down on us, or do you just deal? Do you really enjoy having a dick in your mouth? It depends, of course, but if the person giving oral is enjoying it, the person who receives it will clearly notice. Do y'all get post-nut clarity work after you've had sex with someone you love? Absolutely. It's just a clarity about different things. Instead of "I've made a mistake, I regret this decision," it's more "don't forget to put 3 garbage bins out." Yup, exactly. Aw shoot, I forgot to put my food away. Where do you put your balls when you ride a bike? Edit. I now know where the balls go when you ride a bike. I ride a bike daily at school and I've never once thought about that, lol. But for a more detailed answer, they don't really get in the way cause our, genitals are, like, more forward higher up than women's, so when we sit down our balls are, like, between our legs, and on a bike, or any seat for that matter, the actual part making contact with the seat is just your ass. What do you seek in foreplay? Legitimate interest in her part. Anything can happen and I'm fine with it as long as I know she's doing it because she likes it. And also face sitting. Don't feel self-conscious about it either. I cannot agree more with those statements. If she makes it feel like a chore, I won't feel neither wanted nor aroused. If she doesn't enjoy it, I don't want it. Also asphyxiate me with them beautiful cheeks. Full weight, no hovering. Bonus points for thrusting. How do you manage to move it without using your hands? I've seen a couple of guys do it and was absolutely speechless impressed. They just said, "I don't know how, I just can." I want to know how. Same muscle that stops the pee stream, women have it too. Kegel. Do your balls really move depending on the weather? If so, does it feel weird? It's temperature dependent and sometimes it can feel weird, like if you go from warm house to cold outside or jump into a cold pool in the summer. There was shrinkage. What does it feel like walking with your dong between your legs? Or how does that work? Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes. Also, yes, I know it's not in between your legs. I was just stuck on what to say really. Anyways, thank you so much for answering. It's funny reading some of the replies. You don't really notice it, but at the same time you know something's there. It's the same as your nose being within your vision. You get so used to your nose being in your peripherals that you don't see it anymore. Same with your manhood, it's there and flopping around, but you're so used to it that you don't notice it anymore.